Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Journey Down. In the last episode we called, I think, what was his name again? The former chief of police, Leroy Igbo or something like that. But anyway, so we called his wife and asked her if she knew anything about the original police report her husband was writing at the time before he disappeared. And she said that she didn't really know much about his husband's work stuff. However, she did give us a clue that the original copy of the report could be somewhere around here, and I think this place was called Charnel Road, if I remember correctly. And then we asked Reynolds or Mr. T to bring us here with his badass taxi drive, and here we are. So, without further ado, let's continue on with the rest of the game here. So, what do we have? So we have a police car, which I assume doesn't function anymore. A truck. Door, which I bet is locked.
This has got to be the entrance to the Armando Power Company office! Oh man, it's locked!
Of course it is. And looks abandoned too. This entire place looks abandoned, by the looks of it. So there's some windows here.
Maybe I can get inside through that window up there. If only I could reach it somehow.
I wonder how. Maybe we have to do something with the cars here. So, what about this gate?
There's a fat padlock chained to the gate. Guess they don't like visitors.
Didn't we have a... Yes, we have bolt cutters. Can we use those?
I hate to break it to you, Mr. Padlock, but we're going to have to amputate.
There we go. But before we go there, let's check out these cars real quick.
There's a control panel here that needs a key.
So we need to find a key.
It's a rusty old police car. The pickup truck is holding it in place.
What about this
that
window?
That big hole leads into some kind of factory, I think.
Alright, so let's see what's over here.
It's really dark in here, man. I can't see a thing.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Well, can we turn the lights on by using the power box?
Looks like some kind of power box.
Okay, puzzle time. Gosh. Knobs and a button. I think I think that we have to hit one of these lines here. If only I knew, but if only I knew which one. Is it the middle one? Damn it. Get back a little bit. That was... Oh, god damn it, it was... There we go. How about now?
Nothing happened.
Right. Now we have to move it all the way up, down here. All the way to the right. I like this music, by the way. It's very funky. That went a little bit too much, but maybe we can get... There we go. How about now?
Nothing happened.
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with this yet. And we can't interact or control or click on anything else because it's so dark in here. But there's a control panel though.
The buttons aren't working. I think it's turned off.
So I think we have to turn on the power, but I have no idea how to do this.
Nothing happened. I guess it hasn't got enough power to start.
If only I knew that... Does it have to go all the way to the right? Well, let's see if that's even possible. It just might be. Is that enough?
Nothing happened.
No. How about now? There we go.
Cool. It's a steel mill.
Yeah, cool indeed. Oh, there's keys.
This little box has keys in it. I'll grab them.
Yeah, you do that. And it looks like we can go up here as well. But what is this controller panel
See
about?
what this button here does.
Aha, I see. So are we have to get the car there?
I think this crane is for melting stuff.
Yes. So are we have to melt the police car?
Only I could get over to the window on the other side somehow.
Alright. So, are these keys the car keys that we need?
There's a control panel here that needs a key. Okay, let's see if this fits.
Aha.
Nice!
Nice indeed. And now let's melt that sucker. Cool.
I always wanted to do that.
Really now. So,
That's the smelting ladle. That's where the iron goes and gets heated up.
okie dokie, but now what? It just does that, alright. But now what do we do with the smelter? I don't think I need to do anything with the power box anymore.
If only I could get over to the window on the other side somehow.
Well, can't we use this truck here? Drive it down there, climb on top of it, and then try to jump to the window.
I think I'm done playing with the pickup.
Well, fine. Alright. Maybe the car wasn't tall enough anyway. So... now what?
That's the mold where the steel girders are formed.
Okay. I'm not quite sure that what we are trying to do here.
I think the crane grabs stuff from the outside and puts them in the smelter.
Yeah. Oh, there's a hand wheel. Alright. Almost didn't notice that because it's so blurred. Steel grinder. Alright. Now, can we use the control panel to move it outside? Yes, we can. Shouldn't the game show to me that what it's doing? Or I might have to go there myself. Aha.
And why do I always wind up having to walk over scary high things?
Well, it's not that high.
Alright, Buana. You can do it. Just close your eyes and everything will be alright.
Meanwhile, at the train station. Oh shit, it's the big bad guy himself. Jesus, that's a big army.
It is the almighty Power Company. Come to visit us mortals down in the filth. I keep track of all the scum here, including you lot. Now state your business or get out of my town.
That's funny. You act as if I don't own you. You know why I'm here. Where's the book?
It's in the safe.
And the woman and those two buffoons I had you lock up?
They got away.
You let them get away?
Evelina too?
I'm going to find them, even if I have to tear your horrible town apart, brick by brick. Deploy the troops.
You can't do this!
You insolent little maggot! Did you really think I'd let you take control of Port Archu? You were nothing but a puppet. Now stay out of my way, or you'll end up like Makigbo.
Well, shit. So the Power Company's own personal military has taken over the city.
Freeze!
Oh, there she is.
Juana? What are you doing here?
You backstabbing woman! What were you doing with that policeman, Barlow?
I wasn't backstabbing you, you nut. I was
Indeed.
trying to talk my way back to the book, and I was this close to getting my hands on it when you blundered in there and blew my whole operation. I was going to come help you out of jail as soon as I'd secured the book. I still need you and your airplane, Juana.
Oh, but I thought...
Well, it doesn't matter now anyways. The book is securely locked up in Club Temba, and we're going to have to try a different approach to get it back. I've been trying to dig up some dirt on this Barlow guy, and I'm pretty confident this is where we'll find it.
You talking about that missing police report, right?
Sounds like you've done your homework, Juana. I'm impressed. Yes, the missing file is bound to be hidden away here somewhere. Once we find that file, you'll be one step closer to finding out what happened to Count and Dodo. And I'll be one step closer to getting the book back and finding out the truth behind this whole cover-up.
Okie dokie. Oh, and I hope that the audio of the last cinematic we just saw wasn't too loud, because something tells me that it was too loud again, and you couldn't hear me. But never mind, I didn't have anything too important to say anyway. But now, so what were you doing with the Barlow guy anyways? Well, she kind of told us. So what's in the missing file? Well, I guess we can ask all three of these things, I hope. So it doesn't really matter that which one we ask first. Well, let's ask about Makigbo.
You know anything about this Makigbo guy?
Well, he used to be chief of police here in Port Artu. He wrote the missing report we're looking for. Why he suddenly disappeared or where he went, I have no idea.
Alright.
What were you doing with Barlow anyways?
I told you, I was trying to talk him into giving me the book back. The Underland seems to be a touchy subject for him. He's clearly covering something up, big time.
What's in the missing file?
I don't really know. All I know is that since the Power Company is covering it up, it's bound to contain something that they don't want us to know about. I'm hoping it's going to contain some kind of dirt on Barlow, so we can squeeze him into giving the book back.
Okay, let's find that police report.
All right. You start looking through the shelves, and I'll try the computer.
Yeah, you do that. So...
The Empowerer, Issue 49. 10 pro tips that will boost your career in the energy industry.
That's it.
Electrocutors Weekly, Issue 258. Wind Power, the complete guide to harnessing renewable energy while also sabotaging your neighbor's view. The bookshelf is just full of boring old magazines.
Alright. So nothing too interesting there. And this door seems to be barred shut.
It leads to the staircase.
Yes. So let's look through these drawers, I guess.
Only old bookkeeping in this drawer. It's a bunch of documents about the early days of the Armando Power Company. Seems like the Armando Power Company originally was a mining company. It says here they wanted to expand their operation further down into the mist, all the way down to the Underland.
It only makes sense that they wanted to do more mining and earn more money. That's what companies do.
But in the Underland? That place is just fairy tales. Besides, it wasn't allowed, was it?
You've got to remember that back then, diving down through the mist wasn't illegal.
Yeah,
anyone could try
that.
their luck. But none of those tries ever yielded anything. None of them ever came back dead or alive. I guess the fairy tales were amazing enough to make people risk their lives again and again. Their failed attempts to reach the Underland are very interesting, but it's not the information we're looking for. We want to know what's going on down there now. We've got to find that missing police report.
Yeah.
Nah, nothing of interest in there. Only old bookkeeping in this drawer. Hey! Here's a newspaper cutout from the day Barlow and Count and Dodo returned from their expedition.
You mean the article from the Daily Post?
Yeah!
I saw that. Apparently, Barlow and Count and Dodo's expedition was the first one to ever make it back alive from the Underland. An extraordinary feat that many claim to be completely bogus since they didn't have a single shred of proof to show for it. Except for a battered old book with sketches and drawings in it that the captain had written along the way. Guess which book that is?
Hey, we know that book. It's the Journal of the Journey Down.
That's right. In the article, Barlow claimed that they had found some kind of strange new power source in the Underland, and was eager to set up research and tap into this new amazing power. But Count and Dodo apparently refused to take part of the interview altogether.
That's strange. I wonder why Count and Dodo didn't want to talk about it.
More importantly, what was it Count and Dodo didn't want to talk about? And how did the Armando Power Company get involved in all this? That's when things really start to get interesting.
Yes, indeed. Very intriguing.
This one's empty.
Only 6 more to go.
Only old bookkeeping in this drawer. Ah, here we go. A file about the setting up of the Big Power Company expedition.
Really? Let me see that. Upon Barlow and Count and Dodo's return from their expedition, the Armando Power Company quickly seized the opportunity and hired Barlow as a guide for their own operation. The investment was massive. It seems the power company spent its every penny on setting up the biggest, most well-prepared venture to the Underland known to man. The only thing they couldn't buy was Count and Dodo.
What? Why not?
He refused. Apparently, Count and Dodo was actually jailed for refusing to join the operation, and later disappeared to no one knows where.
Well, we know where he wound up. He wound up in Kingsport Bay and adopted me and Quito. But where did he go when he left us?
This document is older than that. It doesn't say. Maybe the Armando Power Company caught up with him. I don't know.
Caught up with him? You mean...
I don't know, Buona. We're getting more questions here than answers. We need to find that missing police report.
Alright, 4 more to go.
Nah, nothing of interest in there. Only old bookkeeping in this drawer.
The report is going to be in this last one here, isn't it?
Just boring paperwork in there. Nah, nothing of interest in there.
So it's not here at all?
Hey, Buona,
Yeah?
check this out.
Don't tell me that it was in the computer all the time. Oh!
It's a safe. Buona, do you know how to pick a lock?
Just stand back, lady. I got the situation under control.
Nice try, Buona. Looks like we're going to have to figure out the code for this combination lock.
I messed that panel up pretty bad, huh?
It's all right. The buttons are still working.
Alright. So we have to figure out the password, which I have no idea what it could be at this point. Can I go anywhere else from here? No. What about here at the...
I think I better let Lena do the computerizing.
So we can't check for any clues or just straight up the code itself from the computer. Alright. Is there anything else that... We don't have any items that could help us with figuring out the password. What about this? There were some issues here with numbers.
The bookshelf is just full of boring old magazines.
But he won't repeat them again, so it can't be that. Anything else? Anything else around the safe? Well, let's try something. So wait, did we get one right? I don't know. I don't quite get what the lights mean. I assume that green one meant that it's right, but yellow and red. Well, I assume that red means that it's not correct, but yellow, almost correct. All right, so so the first, so I'm going to assume that the first one is number 1. I don't know. Could it possibly be 1, 2, 3, and 4? Wait, it was yellow. The first one, and now it's green. All right, then I have no idea what those colors mean. Lina, can you help me out here?
How many combinations you got left now?
The colored lights under the number panel are clearly following some sort of pattern. I just can't figure out exactly how they're connected to the code.
Okay.
Yeah, so she isn't helping us too much. Some sort of pattern. So I assume that we have to start with 1. I don't know. 1, 2, 4, and 6. No. I have no freaking idea. And there's nothing else we can interact with here. And we can't access our inventory. Are we really have to figure this out like this? Without any other hints or clues anywhere how to do this? And we can't use this door to leave,
I'm
can
not
we?
leaving till I found that lost file.
Alright. And we can't leave through the window either, can we?
The street is empty. The street is empty.
Alright, so we can't leave this room. Or go anywhere else from here.
I think I better let Lena do the computerizing.
And we can't access the computer. Not quite sure what these lights indicate. I assume. Well, let's go with 1 still. This is a tough one, folks. This might actually be the toughest puzzle yet in this I have encountered in this entire game so far, including the first chapter too. Including both the first and the second chapter. I really have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. I have no idea. And so 1 and 3 are green. Okay, I have no idea. No freaking idea at all. What if I do this? Now this is very confusing. Very confusing. Jesus Christ, this... I have no idea what's the logic here. You really can't help me out more than that, Lena?
How many combinations you got left now?
The colored lights under the number panel are clearly following some sort of pattern. I just can't figure out exactly how they're connected to the code.
Okay.
I can't figure it out either, Lena. I don't see anything special about the buttons either. I just can't see anything. I may have to think about this, but I may have to think about this by myself and try to figure out the right code off screen here. Oh, we're getting very close here now. So what was it? 4, 5, 7. 4. So 4, 5, 5, 7, and how about 9? No. So 4, 5, 7, and let's say 1.
Got it!
I didn't get it. I have no idea how we. I have no idea how.
This document explains
how we did it.
everything. Mikiko details high-level corruption in Port R2 and writes about the power company threatening to silence anyone who stands in their way. Even Police Chief McEbo himself. That explains McEbo's mysterious disappearance and the following replacement by Barlow.
You mean McKigbo was murdered by the power company?
Exactly.
Those
Barlow
bastards.
covered his tracks well, but now we found his dirty secret. Were you followed? Step on it!
Yeah, I was wondering about that. But don't worry, Mr. T is our driver.
Right off the bridge!
Don't worry, Mr. T got this, or not. What the? It's the power company, isn't it? Oh shit.
Hail, Madame Sisulu!
Oh, okay, no.
Finally, I caught you.
Let us go, you thieves!
Pirates.
Where's the book? Eh?
Ha! You'll never lay your filthy hands on the Journal of the Journey Down. Barlow has got it locked up in the Club Temba safe.
A feeble safe is no match for us pirates. Gentlemen, we are breaking in tonight.
Oh shit.
All right, you two. You can get out now.
Thanks for the ride, man.
You're lucky Madame Sisulu still has plans for you.
Plans? What plans?
Madame Sisulu knows everything about your research at the Agibo University. After we make our little visit to Club Demba tonight, you're going to help us use the journal.
And what makes you think we'd help you? You pirates are nothing more than looters and grave robbers.
But you do want to see the Underland, don't you? It's your dream, isn't it? Then you're gonna have to play by the Madam's rules. Now keep your mouths closed and stay out of our way.
Come on, Buona. Let's get out of here before the police show up.
Why did they let us go?
Mighty mud juggler, this place is guarded like a fort.
Looks like the power company has taken over the whole place. I bet they're here for the book. It's right up there in the safe.
Where? Behind the big elephant head?
No, it's inside the head. The
Oh.
vault door leads into the VIP room. I've seen it up close. And tonight, the pirates are gonna break in there and steal the book.
Not if we do it fast.
But that's impossible. How are we ever going to get inside?
Come here, I'll show you.
To the lift, right?
It's the back door to Club Temba.
Or the back door?
You think we can get in this way?
I'm not sure. It looks robust. Give me a minute to work my magic. I might be able to break it open.
Alright, I'll go search for Quito on the airplane.
Good idea.
Yeah. Yeah, about that. Where the hell has Kito been? And by the way, Lina, have I ever told you that you have a nice ass? If only I could zoom in. But, yeah, so the Sisulu pirates captured us for a short moment, and I assume that they also saved us from the Power Company who were tailing us. But why did they let us go? I don't quite get it. If they wanted Lina to help them, then they should have just kept Lina as their prisoner, right? So why did they let us go? Maybe they actually want us to steal the book for them, so they don't need to see the trouble and go and try to raid the Tempa Club by themselves. That's the only logical explanation that I can think of. Alright, so we have to find Quito now. But actually, I think that I'm gonna end this episode here. This is a very good place to stop. So yeah, and in the next episode, I guess we are gonna explore the Port Arthur for the third time now, since things have changed quite a bit, and we also have to find Quito and the airplane, and yeah, we'll see what happens next. But now, thank you for watching once again, and see you next time for more of The Journey Down. Oh, and folks, if you have any idea how I just solved that one puzzle just earlier, then please do let me know, because I have no idea how I did it. I just tried some random number combinations, trying to figure out the logic of the puzzle, but I didn't get it. I just solved it accidentally, so yeah, I have no idea. But if you realize how it works and what the logic was behind it, then please do tell me, because that kind of bugs me now. I just solved it accidentally without realizing how it actually works. So if you know, then please do tell me.